Somebody explained to me how that emerald crab got up there. I know they can't climb up the glass and there's nothing else around that pump for him to get up there. So I'm not really sure how that was accomplished. Anyway. Let's see, update wise, everything's going to go in the tank. I apologize, the glass has streaks and smears on it. I've gotten a non-ammonia based glass cleaner, and it seems like it just smears, so I might go back and order the Fritz glass cleaner, I think it is. Maybe I'll do a little better job. Anyway, everything's looking pretty good in the tank since I added the light. The Neptune automatic fish feeder, or AFS, is doing fine. I have it set like a schedule to feed twice a day. I do it lunchtime and then again at 6, and one rotation, and then I have it on the smallest amount of food. I saw it on another video, but make sure when you install those that you run it and hold it over like a paper plate or something like that to see how much food is dropping, so you don't just dump a bunch in the tank. Let's see what else. Of course, that snail's irritating the zoas, so they're a little bit closed up. Those zoas are doing pretty good. The clam is doing really good in this new kind of angle or location. The Digi's doing pretty well. So is the blue one, or purple, whatever you want to call that one. I'm going to make a change, and feel free to chime in on this. So like I've said before, 20 plus years in salt water, but I've never kept SPS or higher end corals. I'm trying to think if I've ever even attempted any LPS. I don't think really I have. I've just done softies, leathers, anemones, that type thing. So that's where my experience lies. So I've never dealt with really dosing. I've kept clams before, but I've never really gotten into dosing and things like that, and never just done the SPS route. I got these bird's nests. I have a couple other back there because I read they were easy starters, but they grow fast, and that's fine. And I like the way they look. They're pretty cool, but I read several things saying they basically will just grow and smother themselves and eventually like die off. You just have to basically frag the tips and top part that's still alive and then start over. So it's something that I'm not sure that I want to fool with. So I might actually just give these away to someone else. I know somebody that would take them, but I don't think I want them in here. So basically what I've done is one of the online retailers for coral that does deals in frags had like a winter sale, and I'll show you when they come in, but they had some pretty good deals on some stuff. So I went ahead, and I know this tank is still new for the most part. It's just been up a matter of months, and then as you can see, I have the it's not that it started over with the cycle, but when I added the new rock into it, I kept the one large piece and the filtration media and everything. The back's the same, the sand stayed the same, but when I changed out these rocks, I started having some of the brown algae outbreak in it, which is already starting to go away. So I'm good with it. I test all the parameters, everything's good. So I'm gonna go ahead. I know the Digis are supposed to be an easier one, but I just went ahead and ordered a couple of SPS sticks to and by SPS sticks I mean acroporas. I ordered a couple of them to put in here and just try and see how they do. They were on sale, yet they still weren't cheap, but I would really like to get into that type of coral. And you know, some people say you need to wait 6 months to a year on a tank, make sure everything's established before you try them. I've had people tell me that they have started up tanks and you know, had them from day one, well, basically after the tank cycled, and have put them in. A lot of it just depends on who you talk to. Some people say that basically, you know, if you're getting acropora straight out of the ocean, there's a good chance it's not going to survive and you're going to fail at it if you're a beginner. But then I've also had people that have, you know, said the like, well, I don't want to say captive bred, but whatever it is, like the propagation, where they've grown and been raised and fragged in tanks, you have a higher success rate. So I got a couple of them. You know, I'm not about, like, you know, buying a coral and then not being able to take care of it, or just, you know, expecting it to die. I got these to try and just see if I can keep them, and I'm going to do everything I can. You know, for a while I'll probably do daily testing on all the water parameters and make sure everything's good. But I'm going to see if I can keep them in here. Also ordered some more zoas because I really like them. And I might have gotten one or two others. I'm not sure. I don't remember now. Got too much going on to remember. But anyway, when all that stuff comes in, then I'll shoot another video with an update and let you know what all's going on. Otherwise, everything else is going good. I will say, when you add in this reef ready rock, life rock, whatever they call it, for whatever reason, the alkalinity spikes. It jumps up for, I'd say, at least a week. I'm not sure if, I don't know what causes that really, but just be aware that it does. So I'm going to try to maintain an alkalinity of 9.0 on this tank. The Tropic Marin that I use is 7.0 out of the box, and when you first mix it, and then I'm adding soda ash to that to raise it to 9. And then I'm doing testing on this tank, then I'm going to try to keep it and maintain it at 9. Well, I had it at 9 until I added this new rock, and then the day after I tested, and it jumped up to 10.5. Or was it 11? I put it in my notes. And then the next day, it went down a little, and today is, let's see. No, yeah, today is 10.5, so it was up to 11. So anyway, I've got some alkalinity, had an alkalinity swing just from changing the rock, or adding rock rather. So that's something, you know, beginner deals and all that. Like I said prior, I've never really been much into alkalinity testing, and all the years experience I had, I was actually using actual live rock, and this is my first time ever using this stuff, a synthetic rock or man-made rock. And the only other thing is, let's put this towel over here to block out light from getting here for now. So that's my Innovative Marine carbon reactor. The pump keeps going out on it. It just stops, and then I have to power cycle it, and sometimes it'll come back on, and then sometimes I actually have to take it out and tap on it. I've taken it out and tried to make sure there's nothing lodged in it and tried to clean it out. There's nothing inside of it, but it just keeps going out. So I actually emailed BRS to see if, like, Sicce or Tunzi or some other reputable brand makes a pump that'll fit that. I know they have some little mini pumps. I just don't know about the output size, if it'll fit that or not. So if another brand will fit it, I like the reactor itself. It's just, I think the pump's kind of crummy. So anyway, I'm going to try to buy another pump for that because I want to continue using it. But anyway, let me know if you have any questions or thoughts, and that'll do it for this update.